Welcome to Football Forget About It. I'm your host, Tony DeLuza. Alright, football fans. Tony's been a little bit depressed after my Giants' disgraceful loss to the Cowgirls. Ugh, I got some severe agita from that game. That's what I call a double-decker. I had to take a Xanax and a Pepsid after that one. There's nothing worse than having to look at that Tony Homo's stupid grin in the post-game interview. Forget about it. But as they say, the show must go on. It's time to pick some games. If you listened to Tony last week, he was 2-0, and he made you a lot of money. You like money? Listen to Tony. Week 2, my lock of the week, the Pittsburgh Steelers laying 5.5 to the San Francisco 49ers. Who cares? The Steelers are a perennial Super Bowl contender. The Niners are coming off a mirage of a win against the Minnesota Vikings on Monday night, and they're clearly not ready for prime time. And they're in for a big surprise when they meet the Steelers this weekend. The Steelers are going to be extra fired up after losing to that cheating rat bastard pretty boy Tom Brady. Nobody likes losing to a pretty boy. He's prettier than that supermodel wife of his. She's more of a man than he'll ever be. Seriously, she's got more bass in her voice. You ever hear him interviewed? He sounds like he's giving fellatio to a helium tank. But I digress. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in desperate need of a win. They're going to come out and beat the San Francisco 49ers handedly. You like money? Bet the Steelers. My next pick is the New Orleans Saints laying 10 points to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who cares? I know what you're saying. Tony. That's 10 points. It's a lot of points. I don't want to lay 10 points. Nobody wants to lay 10 points. But you do it because you like money. It's New Orleans home opener at the Superdome, and they're going to be saying, who dat we playing? Because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are terrible. Don't be scared of the points. Just bet the Saints. And the money will come marching in. Okay, kids, my final pick. The Houston Texans getting 3 points from the Carolina Panthers. I know what you're saying. Tony. Last week you were asking us, who's this Houston Texans starting quarterback? Now you want me to bet on him? I do. I'll tell you who the Houston Texans starting quarterback is. Who cares? The Texans defense is really, really good. They made a run at the end of the game last week against the Chiefs, and they're going to be riding that momentum into this one. Carolina is in for a rough year. They're like Joe Namath after a couple of Chardonnays in an interview. Struggling. You'd like money? Bet the Texans. If you like making money and you want to get Tony's Lock of the Week, make sure tune in to my Paisans podcast, Checked Out. There's some pretty funny bastards. You can subscribe on the iTunes or the Stitcher, or go to www.checked-out.com and make sure to follow them on the Twitter at CheckedOut2015, and you can follow me at Tony DeLuza. Thanks for listening to Football Forget About It.